video where we are talking about candlestick patterns. In this video, we are going to talk about 10 candlestick patterns within 10 minutes. The candlestick patterns that I am going to talk in this video are very similar to the candlestick patterns that I have discussed before. So before watching this video, I would recommend you to feel free and watch those videos first. So let's start. The first candlestick pattern that we are going to talk about is called the spinning top. It is very similar to the normal doji that we spoke about earlier. It can occur both in downtrend and uptrend, and it has the power of completely changing the trend. Few things that you need to take care before taking a trade in spinning top. First, there should be a downtrend or an uptrend going on. If it's a downtrend going on, then the spinning top can reverse the trend into an uptrend, or if it's an uptrend going on, the spinning top can reverse the trend to a downtrend. Next, the entry. If it's a downtrend, then you should take entry in the next green candle that closes above the high of the spinning top. If it's an uptrend going on, then you should take entry below the low of the spinning top. Next, the target. If it's a downtrend going on, then and the trend reverses it to an uptrend, then you should aim for the next resistance. If it's an uptrend going on, then you should aim for your next support. Your stop loss would be your spinning top's low if it's a downtrend. Your stop loss would be the high of the spinning top if it is an uptrend. Next, we will talk about the hanging man. The hanging man is very similar to the dragonfly doji. It is a bullish pattern. Few things that you need to take care while taking an entry for hanging man is: first, there should be a downtrend going on. Second, the entry should be within 2-3 candles when it closes above the high of the hanging man pattern. Your target would be your next immediate resistance, and your stop loss would be the hanging man's low. Next, we'll talk about the shooting star. The shooting star is very similar to the gravestone doji. It is a bearish pattern. Few things that you need to take care before taking a trade in shooting star. First, there should be an uptrend going on. Second, the entry. You should take an entry when a red candle closes below the low of the shooting star. Your target would be your next support, and your stop loss would be the high of the shooting star. Next, we'll talk about hammer. The hammer is again very similar to the hanging man or the dragonfly doji. It is a bullish pattern. First thing, few things that you need to take care before taking a trade is: first, there should be a downtrend going on. Second, the entry should be when a green candle closes above the high of the hammer. Your target would be your next resistance, and your stop loss would be below the low of the hammer. Next, we'll talk about the inverted hammer, completely opposite to the hammer. It is very similar to gravestone doji or the shooting star. It's a bearish pattern. Few things that you need to take care. First, there should be an uptrend going on. Second, the entry, you take an entry when a red candle closes below the low of the inverted hammer. Your target would be your next support, and your stop loss would be inverted hammer's high. Next, we'll talk about the bullish Harami cross. As the name suggests, and you can see in the picture too, it is very similar to the bullish Harami. It is a bullish pattern, so few things that you need to take care before taking a trade in this pattern. Like the bullish Harami, there should be a downtrend going on. The entry should be a green candle that closes above the high of the big red candle. Your target would be your next resistance, and your stop loss would be the low of the red candle. Next, we'll talk about the bearish Harami cross. The bearish Harami close is very similar to the bearish Harami. Few things that you need to take care before taking a trade is: first, you look for an uptrend. Next, the entry, you take an entry when a red candle closes below the low of the green candle. The target would be your next support, and your stop loss would be a green candle's high. Next, we talk about is the morning doji star. This is very similar to your morning star. Instead of the small candle, there is a doji. It is a bullish pattern, so things you have to do before taking a trade: first, there should be a downtrend going on. Second, the entry should be above the high of the green candle. Your target would be your next resistance, and your stop loss would be the Doji's low. The next candle is the evening Doji star, very similar to the evening star. It is a bearish pattern, things that you gotta consider before taking a trade. First, there should be a downtrend going on. Second, the entry would be below the red candle's low. The target would be your next support, and your stop loss would be the Doji's high. Next, last but not the least, the Marubozu candle. The Marubozu candle is a trend continuation candle. So if a Marubozu occurs, that means that whatever trend is going on will continue in the next candle or the next few candles. Marubozu candle does not have any shadows. It has an opening price and a closing price. The high is equal to the closing price, and the low is equal to the opening price. Talking about the bullish Marubozu, the low is equal to the opening price of the candle, and the closing price is equal to the high of the candle. If a bullish Marubozu occurs, it says that the next candle or the next few candles would be bullish candles. Talking about the bearish Marubozu, the opening price would be equal to the high of the red candle. The closing price would be equal to the low of the red candle. If a bearish Marubozu takes place, it suggests that the next candle would also be red, or the next few candles would also be red. With this, we come to an end to all the candlestick patterns that we were going to discuss. These are not all the patterns that are available there, but these are the patterns that I trust the most and I personally like to trade with. And to be honest, these are quite enough to make money. I know this would be very overwhelming for you to remember all the patterns. So for that reason, I will attach a cheat sheet for you below down there, which would have a list of all the patterns that we have studied. With this, we'll end the video. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers.